So in this video, I want to talk to you about something that very rarely gets spoken about for men, and that is the feeling of feeling vulnerable. Being vulnerable for men growing up has been seen to be a bad thing, right? You don't do that. Boys don't cry. Men aren't supposed to be vulnerable. You're warriors, right? If you're vulnerable, then you're at risk of not being protected, right? All this macho kind of. The problem with that is that being vulnerable is a gateway to connection. And so the less you are vulnerable, the less likely you will feel connected, not just with your woman, but with men, with your colleagues, with your buddies, with your bros, whatever the word is you use, right? Because think about it. I want you to think about the men you have in your life right now. Forget your intimate relationships for a moment, because that's even more complex. I just want you to go to something you can relate to right now. Have you got right now a friend that is a deep friend that has been your bro for like forever, right? You've grown up with him, or you've got a deep connection with him. I want you to go back to the moment that you felt the deepest connection. That moment where you were like, this is my guy. This guy's got my back. I guarantee you it was a moment when one of you or both of you were being vulnerable and you needed somebody in your corner, or they needed you. And they shared something that was so deep and vulnerable for them. And they did it with you because you felt safe, or you did it with them because you felt safe. Did it bring you closer to that person or move you away, right? They didn't judge you. They didn't blame you or make fun of you. They moved closer to you. You created a deeper bond that nobody can break, right? And that was through vulnerability. This is the reason why vulnerability is so important in adult and in any relationship, actually. Be it with a child, be it with an adult, be it with your parent, be it with your beloved. In any relationship, vulnerability equals connection, deep connection. Because what that person is saying, who is being vulnerable with you, is, I trust you with my heart. When you're saying, being vulnerable to somebody else, you're saying to them, I trust you. You've earned my trust. I respect you. So that's the first reason why vulnerability is so important in life, and why men are moved away from it growing up culturally. The second piece, actually being vulnerable and what that takes. I went to, and I'm sharing this with you because it will help illustrate this point. I went to an event a while back. It's called Awaken with Danny Morell. And I'll never forget this moment. Danny was stood in the middle of one of the aisles, right? So there was a whole row of people on this side, a whole row of people on this side, and there was an aisle. There would be, right? He stood in the middle of the aisle and he said, okay, this side of the room is fear. This side of the room is love. The bridge between fear and love is the aisle. What is the aisle? The aisle is courage. Vulnerability sits on the line on the side of what? Fear or love? It's actually love. Because when you're being vulnerable, who are you being loving to? You're being loving to yourself. You're exposing yourself in raw truth in the hope that you won't be judged. And the only time you can open like that is when you have the courage to go from fear over the bridge of courage to love. That's what vulnerability is. Vulnerability is you exercising your courage in love of you. And when you do that, not only do you gain connection with the person you're being vulnerable with, but there's another bonus that happens. Your nervous system gets wired to walk the bridge of courage, to not sit in fear anymore of judgment, shame, ridicule, but to walk the bridge of courage from fear to love. And every time you do that, you wire your body to know it's safe for you to do that. Not just in vulnerability, in all areas of your life. You do the thing that you're scared of in the name of love. And it builds the muscle of courage. And yet you run the risk of getting hurt. But can you actually go, I'm so in love with myself for sharing that. And if the person I'm with didn't get it and they're taking the mick or the piss out of me, I can love them enough to know that they're not emotionally there yet. And neither was I at one point. And it's not about me, the ridicule. It's actually about their discomfort of not being able to handle my vulnerability. So can I lead in that vulnerability? Can I be the leader to show them that it's okay to be this brave and this vulnerable? Because I'm in love with me. And this is loving for me. So can I show them that vulnerability? Nobody's talking about this with men. Women know this innately. But to speak it as explicitly as I have today, let this land. It's safe for you to be vulnerable. Why? It creates deeper connection with the people you're with. It creates deeper connection with yourself because you're wiring your nervous system to step over the bridge of courage from fear to love all the time. And you become a leader for vulnerability. It's a huge piece. If you can nail this. Now, this doesn't mean to say that you're vulnerable every minute of every day, right? It's authentic vulnerability. It's coming from the heart. It's like deep. The stuff that takes a moment for you to actually speak it. The stuff that you have to have a moment and you take a breath and it comes up your body before it comes out. And you feel it and you worry what the other person might think. But that's the fear coming up. And then you walk that bridge of courage and you speak it. And what's on the other side of that is then deep love for yourself, deep connection for yourself, deep respect for yourself. So then what the hell are you? You're an energetic match to love, respect, connection from the other person. I hope to God, guys, that you try this out. I hope to God, guys, the next time you're feeling vulnerable and you don't want to say it and you remember this video and you go, I've got to walk that bridge of courage. I've got to say it. I've got to say it for me. I've got to say it for them. I've got to say it for manhood. I've got to say it for every brother that was too scared to say it. Are you able to do that? For you, for me, for the greater good of all. I honour you, men. For those of you who've watched this right till the end, because I have a feeling that you are those men that are able to do this. Thank you so much for sticking out this whole video. It's not an easy one. I would love to hear in the comments, those of you that were vulnerable and what the response was and how it felt for you. I promise you'll feel so much lighter because you holding that shit in your body for so long is heavy. Let it go. Speak it out. Release it with love. I release you and I send you this with the deepest, deepest of love.